What's up, guys? Mr. Fit to Flourish. Another 5-mile, 10K step day. Trying to be in the best, no, not trying to, but being in the best shape of my life. Physically, spiritually, mentally, financially. I'm rich as fuck. In all of that, okay? So, abundance is your birthright. Today I was talking to one of my buddies. He came up to me and he was like, hey Fit, I know you talk a lot about this, and you do a lot of entrepreneurial stuff, you do mindset stuff. I want to talk to you about this book I'm reading. And mind you, I've read pretty much every book under the sun. I've read every book under the sun when it comes to mindset, entrepreneurship, cash flow quadrant. I've read Deepak Chopra stuff. I've read everything, okay? Anyways, so he comes up to me and he's like, hey, look at this book. It's called The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. Why you need to join the ride. And it's by Darren Hardy, okay? I like how the light hits from here, so I'm gonna go this way, right? But, yeah, that light is hitting. But it's called The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. And what it talks about is why everyone is losing in life. And the reason is that they're not taking action now, okay? A lot of people get analysis paralysis. They're looking at their large goals of, I want the massive house, I want the massive wealth, I want the 10 out of 10 girl, I want everything, I want the job at the top of the company. But you're not doing anything right now because you're separating yourself from being the person that you need to be, because it looks like the change has to be so dramatic that it feels like you'll never get there. So it's kind of like if you went to Mount Kilimanjaro, you see this huge mountain, and you're just staring at it, and you're looking up for miles and miles. You're like, oh my gosh, at the top there's snow. I'm probably like 10 miles away from getting to the top. How am I gonna get there? And the simple answer is one step at a time. That's all you can do, okay? Like, we haven't figured out teleportation technology yet, okay? So the simplest way that you could do it is one step at a time, all right? So who do you have to become in order to get there, though? Okay? You have to make the choice. That's all you have to do. You have to make the choice that is you. And who are you? Well, if you're trying to get to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, then you must be a mountain climber. You must be a hiker. So instantaneously, you decide that from this point on, I am a mountain climber. That's all you have to do. You make the decision mentally, prepare yourself mentally now, and be that person. So what does that person do? They're taking one step at a time, all right? They're taking one step at a time, but they know, they're convicted that they will get there. They will get to the top of the mountain because I am. Those two words are the most powerful words in the universe, I am. We'll talk about it in another video, but you decide who you are in this moment now. And that determines where your future is. Your future, looking at that big mountain, like, oh man, it's up there. Your future doesn't determine who you are now. Being who you want to be now determines where you're going to be in the future. So take one step at a time. And how does Darren Hardy say that you need to do that? Well, he says that instead of trying to attack these big ass goals, like, oh, I want $1 million bajillion. Well, shit, what the fuck are you going to do right now to get there right now? Excuse my French, but people are so fixated on big numbers and big this and big that. You don't have to take any massive action right now. Now, massive action can help you get the ball rolling, but sometimes it can overwhelm you. For a majority of people, you need to take small steps and just decide that you're going to stick to this, okay? Because one day, it'll just magically happen because you already made the decision to be that trader, to be the pharmacist, to be the doctor, to be the lawyer. Like you've made the decision. So instead of saying, I want to be a lawyer, I need that degree today. No. Just commit. Sign up for school. That's step number 1. Do the interviews. That's step number 2. Number 3, you get accepted. Number 4, spend those 4 to 8 years in school, study every day. Show up. Boom. All of a sudden, one day, you have the degree. It's not like, oh, I need that degree right now. Okay. Take the little goals. Break it down. Break whatever you're trying to do. Break it down into little goals. Because at the end of the day, the only choice that you have to make to get to where you want to be is you need to make the choice of being that person. Oh, I want to be a millionaire. All right, well, what actions would that millionaire do on a day-to-day basis? Okay, that millionaire would be waking up. You don't have to wake up super early like that one guy on TikTok, the big black dude, freaking running and plunging his face in ice. You don't have to do all that stupid stuff. All right, wake up, take the action, study, read a book about it, one day at a time. Just take it one day at a time. And then the conversation with my buddy shifted from, oh, well, realistically, what we're doing is we're breaking down this large goal into smaller goals. And from a scientific perspective, that's the way that you get to these places in 3D reality. But from a metaphysical perspective, that's how you manifest. How do you manifest? By deciding. Manifesting is reality shifting, also known as reality surfing. Another good book that you guys should check out. But manifesting is reality surfing. Some people call it miracles. Okay, some people call it miracles. Why is it a miracle? Because it looks like something came from nothing. And that's what life is all about. It's about creation. It's about love, energy, and growth. But essentially, hitting those smaller goals, getting to that larger goal is manifestation, essentially. So the scientific term is goals, and smaller goals, larger goals, success. And then metaphysically, it's called manifestation. So how does that make sense again? So again, manifestation is all about deciding. So decide comes from the Latin for to cut off. Okay, to cut off. Okay, a portion, deca, a portion of 100. To cut off. Okay, so you're cutting off the other reality, like the, oh man, I'm broke or I'm unsuccessful. You cut that off. You decide today, right now, in this moment, I'm successful. Right now, in this moment, I am going to climb that mountain. Right now, in this moment, I am a mountain climber. Okay? You make that decision now. So by being that person, you're only going to do the things that that person would do. They take one step at a time. All right? And what happens when you decide is, and you cut off yourself from being that failure, you decide today, like, all right, I'm that successful trader. I'm that doctor. What happens is you let go of everything that was holding you back. And by just taking the actions now, you do what is called, you collapse time. Okay? You collapse time. Because there's really no such thing as time. Time is a concept of measurement, this space-time continuum emanating from a point of singularity. Where everything is all happening at once, okay? The past, present, future. Again, another video. But when you decide that this is who I am, reality has to bend to your will. Okay, reality has to bend to your will. And that's why miracles happen. There's all these studies and all these instances of people who have cancer or tumors, and once they decide, hey, like they're probably feeling sick right now. But once they decide, hey, I'm already healed. They're not like, oh, well, one day they'll find the cure. One day. If you keep saying one day, and this is where our conversation shifted. I told him, hey, the difference between someone who's healed and someone who is sick is who they decide to be in that moment, in that instant. All time is together. All right, this is getting pretty woo-woo, but it's real. All right. So the difference is the person who's like, oh, well, I'm sick, in one day, they become someone that is separate from their ideal self. So if you decide like, oh man, one day I'll be a millionaire, but that's not who I am. One day, well, now you're associating yourself as being separated from someone who makes a lot of money. Or one day I'll get that girl that I want. Well, now you're separating yourself from being unfulfilled without having that girl. So you become what we call a chaser, aka a bag chaser. Someone who is chasing a bag means that the bag is running away from you. If you're watching this video and you're at this part right now and you're listening this long, you're going to be very successful in your life. This is the part you need to pay attention to. Do not associate yourself with being a bag chaser. I'm going to say it one more time. Do not associate yourself with being a bag chaser. Sometimes you see those hood dudes saying like, oh yeah, I'm a bag chaser. And you know why they get stuck in the hood? Or rappers go broke? Or people go broke if they call themselves, hey, I'm a bag chaser. They're never really getting the bag because they're chasing. So that essentially means that there is something running away from you. So if you associate yourself with being someone who is trying to get something or not there yet, that means that something is running away from you. If you're like, oh well, one day I'll get healthy. Well, that means that health is running away from you in this moment right now. And the only time that is real is now. So don't associate yourself with someone who is trying, someone who is chasing. Associate yourself now. Make the decision. Okay, make the decision that right now, in this moment, the only time that is real, which is now, right now, in this moment, I am. Choose to be. I am wealthy. I am abundant. Who cares what your bank account is saying? Your bank account is saying like negative 2 billion, negative 10,000 or something. Your credit card debt is like 50K. You got a bill due tomorrow. Associate yourself right now with someone who is abundant. And then watch time collapse to bend to your will. I'm telling you right now. And be convicted. Be convicted that things will change. All right? We did a thought experiment in another video where I said, pretend that someone just called you and said, hey, you just won $36 million. I'm putting it in your bank right now. How would your actions, how would your energy shift if someone said, hey, $36 million, boom, go on. You'd be like, relax. You'd be relaxed. You'd be excited. Well, if that's what you would be, if that was you, be that now. Be that person right now. Okay? And watch that come to you. So, again, it's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish. That entrepreneur roller coaster is just simply manifestation. And to get on that ride, all you got to do is just take one step at a time. I'm out.